everyone, welcome back. So I've been streaming the Not So Berry challenge over on Twitch, and we just started the yellow generation, which means it's time to build a brand new house, which means it is time for another speed build. So here we are today. I built a tiny home actually for this generation, and the backstory, there's a lot of backstory to this. So basically the generation before, if you've kept up with my TikTok, you know who she is. Her name's Rose. May she rest in peace. And her whole goals for her generation were to be very career oriented and not really, paying a lot of attention to the other things in life, just very much workaholic lifestyle. And they had a lot of material things because they had so much money, obviously. They lived in this huge, gorgeous loft apartment in San Myshuno, and basically, Rose passed away, as Sims do, and her daughter Sunny, the yellow generation Sim, was like, oh my gosh, my mom had all this stuff, she was so obsessed with working, and then she died, and she can't take any of this material stuff with her. So Sunny has had this realization that she wants to live in a tiny home. Now her dad Corbin is still alive and still lives with her, so that is why it's a 2-bedroom house. And I realized that this may not stay a tiny home forever, basically because she is gonna have to marry and have kids, and I kind of want her to have more than one kid. All my past generations have just had one kid, so I think it would be fun to kind of have a bigger family. However, I do really like this tiny home to start this generation off. And also in the challenge, I've been wanting my Sims to live in the different worlds, so that's why we moved to Oasis Springs. It's also Sunny's best friend lives in Oasis Springs, so I figured it was just fitting for her. And yeah, I'm working on the exterior of the house right now. I've cut little tiny pieces out here and there of the speed build just to kind of move it along, But you probably saw that I put a hot tub on the roof. That was the first thing I wanted to check if I could do. I was like, can I put a hot tub on the roof? Can I make this fake pergola thing without adding more tiles? Because I think it's 98 tiles. And I didn't want to add any more because I wanted those tiny home benefits. So we do at the very end turn that into a really nice entertainment space on the roof because it doesn't count as any more tiles. And honestly though, there's a pretty decent living area in the house. It's kind of what would you call it? Galley style, I think. It's all kind of laid out in one rectangular thing. Does that even make any sense? But you'll see. I did playtest this, and I think I did move a few things around here and there from what you're seeing in the speed build, but nothing major. And actually, what's very interesting is that you see me put this bench out in the front of the house, and that is actually functional. I didn't expect that to be functional because you don't have at least half a tile in front of it on the little porch area. But that was the first thing I playtested it. My Sim just walked right up and sat there. So I was like, oh my gosh, wait, it's functional. So I'm kind of obsessed with that. And I do have to let everybody know I did use custom content in this, basically just because I don't use custom content in any of my other builds, but I like using it for my own personal builds, my personal gameplay and stuff. So this is on the gallery, and I'll link the CC that I used down below. I basically used it just to get the yellow colors, this kitchen here. I think I actually changed the kitchen counters. Oh well. That was the only hard thing, is that I love these kitchen counters that I first used. They're from Little Dika. And I don't remember if they're from the Eco Kitchen set or from the Delicious Kitchen Deligracy CC collab set, but I really love them. But that yellow is just so gold yellow, and we don't really have a lot of other things like that in the game. I wish that this had a more muted yellow. That's really the only thing. I forget actually what I changed the counters to. I just know I changed them. I don't change the island though. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. And if you're not aware of the Not So Berry challenge, I'll link the rules down below as well. But each generation is a different color. So if you're why is everything yellow? Why are you so obsessed with everything being yellow? Basically just because it's not a requirement in the challenge, but it does just make it fun to make each generation's house or dwelling or apartment or whatever the same color as that generation. And so we did a 2x2 bathroom, which always stresses me out a little bit, but it is possible. And that's another reason that I think this won't be able to stay a tiny house forever, is just because if we do have kids, they will eventually be toddlers, they will eventually need to be bathed, so that will have to be addressed at some point. But the 2x2 bathroom can be very efficient when you don't need a full bathtub. And let me tell you about the Sim, our yellow generation Sim. Like I said, her name is Sunny. She is the most talented Sim I've ever made in my life. She's so talented. She completed the toddler thing to get all toddler skills to level 5, so she earns all skills faster. She completed all the childhood aspirations. That was one of the streams that I did. It was speed running every childhood aspiration. And it was honestly really fun. I didn't think we were going to do it, but we did. So she earns all skills faster. She has the nerd brain aspiration, or is it the nerd brain? Yeah, which comes with the bonus trait of quick learner. So she earns all skills faster. Basically, she earns all her skills like that. She was at level 6 or 7 logic by the time she aged up to a young adult, and level 5 handiness or something. It's very nice to play with the Sim like that. But then towards the end, I realized that I actually wanted this to be I think a tiny home, if not a micro home, because then you get faster learning traits from that too, and that would have just been too powerful, so maybe it's for the best. But this living room was giving me so much trouble because I just didn't know how to lay it out. I knew that I really liked that couch. I knew that I really liked that coffee table. I was like, I just don't know what to do. So I end up changing the layout a little bit, but I quite enjoy it. I have to say, I think it's for the best. We were able to add in some more seating. It just feels a lot nicer, almost feels a little bit bigger. And yeah, if you noticed, we do also have to have a rocket in our backyard. That's part of the challenge for this generation. They have to build a rocket and go to space or go to Six'em or something. So we will be doing that. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself on the speed build, but we do add a little pool and it's, I just really like it. I would like to live here. I know technically, like architecturally, logistically, physically, I know it wouldn't be possible to have a hot tub on the roof in a house like this. Like you'd have to have a super sturdy roof, but we ignore that. It's fine. It's fine. I really like the rooftop living area. It looks a little strange from the front, but then again, for some of these houses that I play in, I'm not super concerned about like how they look, curb appeal, like it's a nice touch, but when I'm doing gameplay, I very much build for utility purposes. Like I build so that it's the most functional to me. But so this 2x2 bathroom, I know there's a way to do it. Like I've done a 2x2 bathroom before, but I could not remember how to do it when I was building this on stream. I was like, I know there's a way. I don't know which way I'm supposed to angle the sink, angle the shower, angle the toilet. Like what am I supposed to do? But I think after we play tested, I obviously didn't like include that in this part, but after we play tested it, I was able to figure it out. And then we move on to the guest bedroom, second bedroom. It's Corbin is her dad and that's his bedroom. And he's actually not even an elder yet. Sunny's mom, Rose, married him only once she was an elder. That was part of the challenge. And so when we added him to our household, since he was still an adult, he started his like 24 days as an adult in The Sims. So he's probably going to live in this room for a while. So I have to figure out what Sunny's path is, what her plan is in terms of when is she going to get married, when is she going to have kids, all of that. And yeah, I am wondering what Sunny's path is going to be because she's also a loner. Like she doesn't like being around people anyway. I think somehow though she has the people person lifestyle. That's my thing about lifestyles in The Sims is that sometimes it just doesn't work. Like you know how in Create a Sim some traits conflict and you can't pick both of them for one sim? Like you can't have a sim be good but also be evil. I wish that they kind of program that into lifestyles a little bit. Like my sim is a loner sim. Like she has the loner trait. Why does she have the people person lifestyle? Because she accidentally talked to a few more people. Like what's that about? What's that about? I don't know. By far the most annoying lifestyle has to be the workaholic lifestyle. Rose had that and I was like happy that she had that because it fit with my narrative of her being a workaholic. But your sim will go to work at like 3 a.m. They'll go to work on holidays. They'll go to work during parties and events. Like it's so frustrating and I'm like I wish they kind of maybe thought a little bit more about how that lifestyle was gonna work. Like if your sim is going to work at 3 a.m, that should be them working from home or something. You know, it should be like they got up in the middle of the night and got on their computer to work from home at 3 a.m. It shouldn't be like they literally go into the office at 3 a.m. To me, that seems a little strange. But I'm curious if you do have the Snowy Escape Pack, so you have the lifestyles, like what is your favorite lifestyle? What's your least favorite lifestyle? What's your opinion on the lifestyles? I would like to know. I feel like maybe I just didn't pay attention, but I didn't hear a lot of discussion about lifestyles other than like, oh, they have lifestyles now. That's fun. Speaking of expansions though, we have to talk just a little bit about cottage living. This video is obviously not about cottage living, but I would like to discuss it a little bit because actually I did put Not So Berry on hold just to do a little bit of cottage living gameplay and I've been doing Rags to Riches and it's honestly so fun with cottage living. I am having so much fun. We have a cow, we have some chickens, we have a pond on our lot, we have a huge garden, a huge farm. Like it's very fun. It's very exciting. My only thing about the cottage living pack is that the world has only 12 lots. Like I remember when it was announced, I was like, if we're doing a farming pack, I would like to see 15, 20, 22, 23. Like I would like to see a lot of lots. I would like to see a Windenburg level of lots. And so 12 lots, I'm gonna say it was very disappointing to me. I was really disappointed that there were only so many lots. And you know, that pack does come with a ton of stuff. It comes with, you know, 3, 4, 5 new animals. It has a lot of great build buy. It has a lot of great casts. Like they clearly put a lot of work into the pack. As someone who really does enjoy building and really likes having a variety of lots for building, it would have been nice. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I also don't know if I mentioned in the beginning that this speed build is actually pretty quick. As you can see, we're already on the backyard. The reason that is just because it's a tiny home. It does not take that long to build a tiny home. This took me probably like 2.5 hours on stream because I feel like the first part of the stream, it was the day the pond update came out. So the first part of the stream, we were checking out the pond update, which I haven't checked since. But when we did check out the pond update, the geese were massive. Like the geese were like sim size. And I don't know if that was just a perspective thing. I didn't really want to go into live mode too much in this save because it is my Not So Berry save. So like every minute counts. But when I tested it out, the geese seemed very large. And I haven't added them to a pond since that. So that's fun. I didn't really know what I was doing with this pool area back here. I was just like, I'll throw something in. And then we did do, I really like the landscaping that we did on this house. I think I like it because I added palm trees and I never add palm trees to any of my builds. Spoiler alert, I added palm trees, but I think it really fits in with Oasis Springs. And I'm also, you know, considering again, like this is probably the 100th time I've said it, but this house will eventually have to be bigger. And I'm kind of thinking about like, how how will we make it bigger? Like, will we have to remove the pool and add a room back there? Will we have to build up? Because it is a small lot and we're clearly making the most of it, so we definitely will have to figure that out, cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, this is just the finishing touches of the rooftop area. It's very, very fun. There's like a little outdoor kitchen moment, and you know, logistically, yes, there should be, you know, an awning or a ceiling or something over it, but in The Sims, it's not a big deal, so I just left it outside like that. Also, the fire pit, probably not a great idea on a house. Should be, you know, not on the house, should be not near the house so that your house won't catch on fire, but we will see how that works. You know, I love taking a risk. We love that, you know? And I am, like I always say, I am hesitant to put a grill in one of my Sims builds because your Sims will just choose to grill instead of literally do anything else that they could ever possibly do. But we went with it. And also I put some custom content lights hanging above the hot tub, and I thought that was really, really fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to like hot tub parties with my Sim, and she's a loner, so it'll probably just be her by herself with her best friend, her singular best friend. I don't know. But yeah, we're just finishing up the landscaping here, and let's pop into the game and take a look at this house. Wait, bye. I took the CC out of my game because there was an update. All right, so here's the house from the outside. It's very, very fun. This is what the bathroom ended up looking like after playtesting. Here is the kitchen area, and this is the living and dining area. There's Corbin's bedroom, Sunny's bedroom, the backyard, and the rooftop. So this is on the gallery. Make sure you enable custom content and mods when you look it up. My gallery name is Sarah Kendall with 3 L's because Sarah Kendall with 2 L's was taken. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to my channel. I would love it if you left me a comment if you made it this far. Comment palm trees because we put palm trees in this house. No, it's true, it's true. Don't forget I stream on Twitch 4 times a week, and I also post on TikTok every single day, so I'll leave those links down below. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a lovely tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!